All right, next up, we've got both the product rule and the chain rule that we're going to have to apply here. So our product rule states, we have two functions that are being multiplied together. So there's our first function, just x. The second function is made up of layers. So we have this outside layer, and then we have the inside layer. So when we find the derivative using our product rule, we just have to be careful that we're finding all the necessary parts there. So the product rule says we take the first function times the derivative of the second function. So that would be x times the derivative of the second function. So now we have to think about this in terms of its layers. We know the derivative of something cubed is going to be 3 times that thing squared. And we know that the derivative of 3x minus 9 is just 3. So when we're finding the derivative of the second thing, it's going to be 3 times the inner function squared. And then we'll multiply that by the derivative of the inner function, which is 3. Now that's just the first part of the product rule, right? So the second part of this product rule says now we take the derivative, or we take the second function. I guess we could do it that way. So the second function times the derivative of the first function. Well, the derivative of x is just 1, so times 1. And now it's just a matter of simplifying. So x times 3 times 3. Well, we can rewrite that, and I forgot to put the little indication for our derivative there. 3 times 3 times x is 9x times 3x minus 9 squared. And now we've got plus basically just 3x minus 9 cubed. And then in yesterday's video, I talked about how we can try to simplify this a little bit more. So I'm going to do that. I noticed that as a GCF, I have 3x minus 9 raised to a power that I could kind of factor out as a GCF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out 3x minus 9. And this time I want to think about what's the, what is the smallest power that I see in both of those, because that's what I can factor out of both. So 3x minus 9 squared is what I could factor out of both terms. Now what's left? Well, in order to get this term, I would have to multiply 3x squared, or 3x minus 9 squared by 9x plus, and then what I would multiply 3x minus 9 squared by to get 3x minus 9 cubed is just 3x minus 9. And then I can simplify that a little bit more. So I'll have 3x minus 9 squared times 9x plus 3x is 12x minus 9.